Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wetzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, sampler for each series of videos I've been doing for a little while now. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about the stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that time I'm doing this one, folks, I'm not going to lie. This one might be a bit bittersweet, but we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there, I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck, and whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. And folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing for today, folks? Well, it happens to be appropriate for my because it's my it's my cold army shirt. Or, well, specifically, it's my cold shirt. If you're unfamiliar with the band Cold, well, obviously you don't watch enough of my videos, or you skip my intros. Fair enough. Cold is a band that's actually been around since the 80s. Originally, they were a band called Grundig. They came up in sort of kind of the grunge scene to a certain extent. Eventually, though, they were able to really kind of, break through, hit some real mainstream success in like the late 90s, early 2000s. They kind of took on a little bit more of a nu metal sound. Certainly kind of, the stylings of the time. It helped that they were friends with the band Limp Bizkit, who at that point were the biggest band in the world. And, so they went over there and, gave them a bit of a shot in the arm to, give them some extra opportunities. But at the end of the day, if the music ain't good, doesn't matter who your friends are. Well, that could be debatable. But in the case of Cold, their music was fucking awesome. So they ended up going over there doing their thing for a while. They took a bit of a hiatus for several years. But they've been back now for a few years. I've been really fortunate enough to see them perform live on a number of occasions. I've loved it every time. They've actively become more and more of a favorite band of mine. And, if you happen to be interested, I do have videos of those performances on my channel. Just saying. Or if nothing else, I can kind of point you in the right direction as far as their music goes. But anyway, what am I trying for you today, folks? What are we doing here? Why is it potentially bittersweet? Well, folks, I'm trying out a new burger spot. Yay! Called Smile Burger. Now here's the thing. Up until very recently, this was a place called Smile Korean Chicken. In fact, I've reviewed a number of their things on this very channel. You can go back and watch those. But a few months back, they went over there and they were listed as temporarily closed, then permanently closed, then temporarily closed. I didn't know what was going on. And it was kind of weird because they literally just received an award from the city saying, hey, they're one of the best eateries in the area. Nobody really knew what was going on. And then just recently, I think literally just maybe at the beginning of this month, they reopened as a burger place. But it's kind of unusual because it's a lot of the same branding and stuff. So I don't know what or why. I will say this right off the bat. I am definitely going to miss Smile Korean Chicken. I loved their food. Thought it was absolutely fantastic. And I'm going to miss that Korean chicken. But we do have a new burger spot, so we'll see what happens. But what burger did I get from Smile Burger? Well, folks, I had to get, boom, it's so large, I had to get their Smile Burger. It is their namesake burger, which consists of a marbled beef patty, sweet chili sauce, tomatoes, pickles, lettuce, caramelized onions, American cheese, and smiley burger sauce. Okay, sounds delicious. Ooh, that is a very sloppy burger. Okay. All right, this is one I'm gonna have to be a little bit careful with. That's fine. Okay. Wow, that's sloppy. That is. Okay. Okay. Boy, oh boy. I mean, they're not kidding when they talk about the sauce. It looks like this. I mean, that's a big-ass burger, folks, and it's dripping a little bit on me, so let's get a thing for a thing. Smiling and such. Sauce tastes nice. Okay. Why is it so sloppy? I love a sloppy burger, so, I'm not entirely complaining, but... Alright, let's... Of course it did. Why wouldn't it? Yep. Right on the old shirt. It's honestly a really nice burger. Let me try to kind of help contain this a little bit. I mean, you get a nice thick patty. It, like the rest of the burger, is very sloppy. But again, it's not a bad thing. It's such a mess. I mean, I like a messy burger, but damn, son. Burger tastes nice. It's got good flavor to it. I wouldn't say, like, I mean, I appreciate them using marbled beef. I wouldn't say that it's got like when I think of like really sort of niche, sort of fancy burgers, they typically have sort of their own flavor of burger, with the way their beef is presented. This, I don't know if it quite has that, but it has a nice beefy flavor. I mean, the sauce and everything that's going on, I will say I don't know that that's American cheese. If it is American cheese, it's a white American cheese, which, to be fair, they do make that, but like that's definitely a white cheese. I really like the spicy chili sauce. I'm wondering if that's a holdover from their Korean chicken days, because they definitely had a different variety of sauces you could use. But it's got a nice sweetness. It's got a nice, like, it's not crazy spicy or anything, but it has a little bit of a spicy kick to it. It kind of goes to the back of your throat, makes it tingle a little bit. I honestly, I even like the pickles. Like, they use, really thick pickles, which normally I'm not a big pickle guy, but in an instance like this, where there's so much burger and there's so much going on, I'm not opposed. Like, actually, I think it's nice. It gives it a nice little extra something. I just wish it wasn't so sloppy. And yeah, I mean, the burger sauce, obviously it's a little bit hard to discern between the two sauces as they're kind of melding together and doing their thing. But it's kind of a little bit of a tangy kind of mayo sort of sauce. It's a burger sauce. Man, oh man. I mean, I do like it. It's messy as shit. I don't think it's the most cohesive burger I've ever had, but it is a sloppy, ridiculous burger. Okay. Well, man. Two questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? I mean, I'm going to go with yes and yes, I think. I guess the third question would be, do I prefer this over Smile Korean Chicken? That's the only one where there's going to be a no. I do think that I prefer Smile Korean Chicken. I really like their setup. And I love, you folks, I love a good burger. Oh, by the way, because this is a burger spot and from a local place, it's going to end up on two of my playlists. One is my Burgers for Day playlist, which is a playlist for just burgers, and the other is going to be my Eating Out Illinois playlist, which is a playlist for just Illinois spots. But yeah, you folks know I love a burger. I mean, part of it is there's a lot of burger places popping up, and that's a good problem to have, but I'm definitely going to miss the Smile Korean Chicken place. I really felt that they were doing something unique and special. This, I'll admit, it's a unique burger. I have to give them credit for that, and I think that's part of the reason why I would still go over there and get it again. It's sloppy as shit. I like a sloppy burger. I would like to see them contain it a little bit more, just so it's a little bit more manageable. But the beef tasted good. I like the fusion of sauces that they used. And, the rest of it for what it was, it wasn't exactly jumping out at me in terms of certain things, but again, they do seem to be using good ingredients. I like the pickles that they used, which says a lot, because again, I don't really like pickles. I feel like the caramelized onions were a little bit underutilized, honestly, especially with so many flavors going on. Like, it's a little bit of a confused burger, like I said, but I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing in this instance, especially with it being the namesake burger. I'm glad it isn't just a fucking rodeo burger, because a lot of namesake burgers for places is basically just a rodeo burger. This, it's got its own personality, its own thing to it, and I could see getting it again. If I'm recommending it, is it going to be for everybody? No. It is unwieldy. It has a whole lot of flavors going on. If you're a more traditional burger person, this might not be for you. But if you enjoy a little bit of silliness in your burger, and like I said, just obviously a very sloppy burger, like, there's a lot to be said for that, I feel, I do really enjoy this place, like, for, the one burger I've had. I think it, and it just opened relatively or not too long ago, so, hopefully they do kind of work out a few of the kinks, but, I mean, yeah, I think I still would, and yeah, it's nice to have another burger spot in the area. But 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, spenders rest of your year. Folks, go over there themselves truly burger-tastic rest of your life. Because, folks, when it's burgers, it's always burger-tastic. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do it all the time, I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there, whenever possible. Take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, do you have a similar circumstance to the one that I'm dealing with Smile Burger / Korean Chicken? Maybe a spot that you used to really love, and then, maybe they, for whatever reason or another, they end up having to move on, and then you get a new spot in there. You feel conflicted, but this is an even weirder instance because, like, I think it's owned by the same people and stuff. So it's like, I don't know, I'm going to have to kind of come to terms with the Korean chicken place being gone, because I really like that place. But at the same time, I like their burger too, so if nothing else, I genuinely wish them, nothing but success. Like, I hope they do really well. I just hope that they would have done really well with the Korean chicken place too, so. But anyway, bye!